It's unavoidable time. Go home?
No, go home.
Yes.
He vomited everywhere all over himself, and eerily similar outcome to last year's holiday. We missed the flight. It's been a very, very long trip, hasn't it, honey? Everybody, well, it's that time, that sad time, that unavoidable time when we've got to go home and get ready for our next adventure to Disney World. Our next adventure will be somewhere else. We will definitely be back, won't we, honey? Disney World, as soon as we can. We've packed up the room, got the boys ready to go. Pretty much, you can hear them in the background, I'm sure. Gotta head to Walmart. There he is. That's better. What are you saying, Sebi? Time to go home? Go home? Go home? It's Australia. Okay. Alright then. Let's go then. There's the rest of our stuff there, but otherwise
we need to buy another bag at Walmart.
Yeah, got to get a new bag at Walmart. Everything's loaded and done. All that's left to do now is drive away from Disney. We've got a 2.5-hour flight from Orlando to Houston, and then we've got I think we've got like a 4 or 5 hour layover in Houston, which will enable us to have a nice meal. We'll have some dinner, and then 15-hour flight to Sydney, and then a final 1.5 hour from Sydney to Melbourne. Been to Walmart. We had to go to 2 Walmarts actually, because one of the first ones didn't have the bag we wanted to buy. So we got that at the second Walmart. We had to pick up some milk for the boys, for the baby boys on the flight. A few other little things, a few supplies. Just before we head to the airport, Lige really wanted to have a look in one of these Disney outlet stores. Everyone else is in there with him. I've got the boys out here in the car with me. And yeah, so the next stop is the airport. It's about 20 minutes from here. Behind me here, we've actually been to this IHOP in one of our previous visits here, and we actually pretty sure went to this particular shop then too. Just waiting for the others to come out, and then we're back on the road to the airport. Alright, so we're back in the airport, car dropped off. Now this nice man's helping us to find our way to the terminal we need to be at. Go home?
No, go home.
Why not?
Hey, no, go home.
You don't want to go home?
No, go home.
Oh, I'm sorry. How about we go on a plane ride? Want to go on a plane ride?
Kuda.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Kuda.
Ride on your scooter?
Okay. Yeah, kuda.
Well, we'll have to go home first.
No, kuda.
Okay. Here we are. We've just got to go to gate 48, which is that way. We have to assess whether we have enough time to get ourselves our Wendy's before we do that. So we don't have time for Wendy's, unfortunately. We just don't have time. We're on time, which means we don't have spare time. Oh, I made it on. Made it on board. Sit back and relax, and we'll see you in Houston. You okay? You okay? What happened? Okay? What? Yeah. Did you get sick? Get sicky? Yeah, but you're okay now? Yeah, you got sick, didn't you? Poor sicky boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to be the first to welcome you to Houston. The local time is approximately 4:20 p.m.
Yes. He was like, it's not so.
How's the Baconator? As good as we thought? And chippies?
Hey.
Chippies!
Hey.
Hey! Update is, well, we're safely on the ground here in Houston. Elliott had an issue on the flight, sitting right on Rachel's lap. He vomited everywhere, all over himself and Rach. So that was a bit of a disaster, that clean up in flight.
As we were descending.
Yeah, just as we were descending, he just lost it all, lost his whole tummy. So he's got no clothes. His clothes are packed in our checked luggage. We do have a jumper for him, but we're going to have to buy.
We wanted to actually buy him something here anyway.
Yeah, we did want to buy him something here, so well, now we're definitely going to be buying him something here. Anyway, we're having our usual last day Wendy's. We always get Baconator meals and fries. They're really good here. All right, we'll come back to you guys in a little while once we've settled. You hear that? So you're standing there and it's all really echoey for some reason. Let's buy him a flight suit. Top Gun. Get that. Love this here. We at this bar and grill. Everybody gets their own iPad. And they have these little stations here where you take what you want, you pay for it. There's no serving person here at all. It's all self-serve. Rach got a new dress, and Elliott got a change of clothes as well. Where are you, Elliott?
Yeah, you got some size 3 jammies.
New jammies. They're a bit big, but that's okay. Flight still a couple of hours away. It was due to fly out at 10:45. There was a 20-minute delay to that, so it's 11:05. Then we got a 16 and 3/4 hours, 16 hours 45 minutes flight time to get us home. So it's a big flight.
Sebi woke up.
Did. Had a couple of hours, or an hour or so.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun flight.
Yeah.
Elliott, this way.
So we're going to take our last like $15 US to get a couple of snacks or something, drinks for the flight. We can't do anything else with it.
Did you get a plane?
It's open.
Okay, let's open it.
It's open.
That's pretty cool, buddy. Do you love it? You want to go show Papa and Gaga? Okay, let's go show them.
We're on board now. Elliott's watching The Land Before Time with his headphones on with his new plane. He's pretty happy with that. So we'll see you at some stage during the flight and then when we get on the ground in Sydney. Just going to serve breakfast now. We're only about an hour from home. Well, that is Sydney from Australia. Breakfast. Our plane, say goodbye. Bye bye plane. We just got to get our baggage and then we've got to recheck it on the final leg because it's a different carrier. At this stage the flight is at least on track, on time for the hour-and-a-half trip down to Melbourne. A lot has ensued since we last spoke. We got off the plane as you saw, all ready to connect to our next flight to get us home by 11 o'clock this morning. Well, we didn't make it. And it's a very similar and eerily similar outcome to last year's holiday. We missed the flight and we are still here in Sydney. Sydney Domestic Airport now. We've had to reschedule our flight from this morning to 5:30 this afternoon. So that leaves us with 8 hours to rattle around in this particular terminal. Seems to be an issue for, considering this has happened 2 years in a row, with the very short connecting time, only an hour and a half. It's just not enough to get through customs, pick up your baggage, check into your next flight, recheck your baggage, go through security all over again, and then get from the international terminal to the domestic terminal. There's just not enough time. We've spoken to the airline about that. We'll send them an email as well. 2 years in a row, exact same outcome. Who would have thought it? Same day, exactly today, same date, this time. Today's date, 4th of October, same thing happened. Eerie. It's about lunchtime now, we still have about 4 or 5 hours to wait. As you know, if you've been watching our vlogs, we lost our good vlogging camera day 2 of our holiday. I nearly lost this camera today. Well, I did lose the camera when we checked the double stroller because it has to go into special oversize checking. I left this camera in the stroller. Fortunately, I was able to figure out where I left it. Went to baggage check, said, can you please have a look, see if it's there, and they found it, thank goodness. Although we do think the first one wasn't lost but stolen. This would definitely have been lost. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll update you a bit further on this afternoon when we get a bit closer to our flight. Our flight was originally scheduled to leave at 5:45 to depart. Now it's scheduled to board at 5:45 and depart at 6:05. So a 20-minute further delay at this stage. Let's just hope that's it, because can't take much more. Been here all day. Just want to get home. Baggage, boys. We're on the ground. Finito. Done. Got our baggage. Just gotta get our ride home. That's it. It's been a very, very long trip, hasn't it, honey?
If you watched last year's one, it's been even longer than that.
Yeah. We managed to break that record.
It was still daylight last year when we got home.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 10 p.m. tonight when we get home.
Alright. That's it then. Till tomorrow, my roommate.